Hello everyone, welcome to Answer Kari. In this video, we'll continue dealing with the questions of UPSC. So the first question for today says, suppose you have sufficient amount of rupee currency in three denominations, that is rupee 1, rupees 10 and rupees 50. In how many different ways can you pay a bill of rupees 107? So the total amount that we need to pay here is rupees 107. And the currency that we have in denominations is like we have rupee 1 coins, we have rupee 10 notes, or perhaps coins. They have not defined it कि notes or coins है क्या scene है. They have just directly said कि you have sufficient amount of these कि तुम्हें जितने भी 1 रुपये के coins चाहिए तुम्हें उतने मिल जाएंगे. तुम्हें जितने भी 10 rupees के coins and notes चाहिए doesn't matter, तुम्हें उतने मिल जाएंगे. And same goes for the rupees 50 notes. So again rupees 50. So these are the three types that we have of denominations, right? So in how many different ways can we pay a bill of rupees 107 from these three? So basically from these three types, right? यानी कि 1 रुपये के coins अगर हम use करें या फिर हम सिर्फ 10 रुपये के notes करें तो कितने ways? They are just asking that the number of ways. So this is kind of a permutation combination question as well. Here we can apply combination. So basically what happens is since we have to pay rupees 107. So we'll see that इनमें से largest value किसकी है? We have largest value 50. So like rupees 50 and then rupees 10 and then we have rupee 1. So either we can use 0 rupee 50 notes, right? Or we can use 1 rupee 50 note to make rupees 107. Or we can use maximum 2 notes, right? 3 notes if we'll use, then it will become 150. But jitne paise hame dene, that is just 107. Now we are deciding this for 50, the reason being 50 is the largest value. So it will be simple to calculate for rupees 10 and rupee 1 if we know the basic combinations for rupee 50 notes, right? So suppose now first we'll take up 0 in this case. Like if we use 0 note for rupee 50, then what will be the case? First we'll start with 0 rupee 50 notes. So in this case, the number of 10 rupee notes that we can use is, okay, so one case is कि हम 10 rupee note भी 0 use करें, right? 10 rupee notes जो है वो भी हम 0 use करें and we use just rupee 1 coins. So we'll have 107 rupee 1 coins. Another way is that we use 1 10 rupee note or perhaps coin, that doesn't matter here. So I'll just stick to saying note. So we'll just use 1 rupee 10 note and then we have to use 97 rupee 1 coins, right? Then if we use 2 rupee 10 notes, then we'll subtract 20 from 107, that will be 87. So on if we continue doing, then we can see that maximum options that we have is 10. The reason being because we cannot use 11 10 rupee notes because the maximum currency is 107. So the last case here will be 10 rupee 10 notes with 7 rupee 1 coins. So the combinations here that are present are 1, 2, so on till 10. So 10 to ye ho gaye and then plus this one which means 11. Which means there are 11 combinations if we use 0 rupee 50 notes. Now we come to the second case that says that if we use 1 rupee 50 note, so we can use 0 rupee 10 notes and we'll use 57 rupee 1 coins. एक case तो ये हो गया. Then the other case that will be in series will be if I use 1 10 rupee note, then I'll need 47 rupee 1 coins. If I use 2 10 rupee notes, then I'll need 37 rupee 1 coins. And if I use 3, 4 and even 5. So consecutively we'll just keep on subtracting 10 from these, which will become 27, 17 and then 7. right? So this will be the case. So in this, how many cases are there? We have 5 plus this is the first case. So it will be 6 cases. So 6 combinations if we are using 1 rupee 50 note and other we are doing by rupee 10 or by rupee 1, right? Whatever is possible, because just using rupee 10 notes, no, it is not possible to make rupees 57. So we need to use rupee 1 coins, but it is possible to make rupees 57 just by using rupee 1 coins. So it depends. Now the third case here will be if we use 2 rupee 50 notes. So when we use 2 rupee 50 notes, the case will be 100 rupees already we have made here. So it will be just one way, that is we use 7 rupee 1 coins here, because we cannot use a 10 rupee note, otherwise the amount will exceed 107, right? It will become 110, but we need just 107 rupees. So this is another method. So we are just counting the ways of combinations. So it will be answer will be equal to 11 plus 6 plus 1, which will give us 18. So the answer for this question will be 18, which means that the number of ways that we have to pay a bill of rupees 107 by using rupee 1, rupee 10 and rupee 50 notes or coins, the answer for this will be equal to 18. 18 ways we have. So right now this question might look lengthy if we are doing, but since we do not need to calculate, it is just a basic understanding that we need to form in our mind. Okay, what is the currency that we need to focus upon, and what are the notes or perhaps the coins that we are having, the denominations, right? So next question says if x minus y is equal to 8, then which of the following must be true? So this question says that these are some conditions given, that if this then this, it is like in this pattern. So it says that for x minus y to be equal to 8, which of the following must be true, कि अगर ये है तो ये तो होना ही होना चाहिए, तो इनमें से ऐसे कौन से बिल्कुल सत्य, मतलब बिल्कुल straight facts दिए हुए हैं which are supposed to be true. So then which of the following? So the first thing says, we'll focus upon the first thing. So it says both x and okay, तो हमारी approach इसमें ये रहेगी, whatever they are saying हम ना उससे opposite चलेंगे. For example, they are saying that both x and y must be positive for any value of x and y. कि x minus y को अगर 8 होना है तो it is necessary कि x और y दोनों को positive होना चाहिए. तो हम ऐसे कोई solutions या फिर ऐसी कोई values put करने का try करेंगे. We'll try to put on such values which are negative, because here they are saying that we need positive values. So we'll try to go in the opposite direction of what this thing says, and we'll try to prove it wrong. Only then can we know that whether this statement is true or not. So if we take the value of x as 5 and we take the value of y as minus 3. Now y here is negative, but what they are saying is that x and y must be positive. So x if we take positive, but y we are taking negative, then after we add these, now minus minus will be plus, so it will be 5 plus 3, that will be equal to 8. So we are again getting our answer, which means that this first statement is wrong. It is not true. This should not be the case. This is not necessary. Then they say if x is positive, y must be negative for any value of x and y. So if x is positive, y must be negative. Again, this is not the case. For example, if I take here 10 and then I take minus 8. Now y here is 8, right? Minus we have copied from this particular equation only. So y here is x is positive and y here is positive. But they say y must be negative. So again, okay, sorry, here it should have been 2. So if we put here 2, it will be equal to 8, which means that again the second point is also wrong. Now they are saying if x is negative, y must be positive for any value of x and y. So if we take x to be like minus 5, then they are saying that y must be positive. Suppose y is equal to 3. After we add, the answer will be minus 8. So again this is false. Y must be positive if x is negative. If y will be positive, then we'll get a negative answer if x is also negative. So again this statement is also false. So the answer for this question will be, now they are saying which of the following must be true. So none of them is supposed to be true, which means neither one, nor two, nor three. So we just try to prove these statements wrong in order to understand that whether they are necessary or not. This is the approach that we have used in this question.